Welcome back. Today, we are diving into the chaotic wonderland of TikTok videos about nervous system regulation and other fun videos related to different aspects of well-being. Yes, I went digging through the algorithm trenches so you don't have to. And the goal here is that you can walk away with some stuff you can actually use in real life. That's the goal. And speaking of nervous systems, mine recently decided to remind me who's actually in charge. I gave my landlord my 60-day notice because I'm moving, and apparently my nervous system interpreted as, excellent, we must now operate as if we're being abandoned in the wilderness. Finding a new place to lease has been an experience. Every apartment building disappeared in 30 seconds. Every application felt like I was applying for a top secret government position. And suddenly my body was acting like this was a survival competition instead of, moving. So if I seem a little extra passionate about nervous system regulation today, it's because I'm currently conducting a very involuntary case study. So whether you're here because you're curious about the nervous system or trying to better understand your mental health, or you're just looking for someone to hang out with, you're in the right place. So grab something to sip on, take a deep breath, and let's do this.
Your life doesn't suck, you just have a dysregulated nervous system. If you don't believe me, then here are some signs and symptoms of a dysregulated nervous system. Extreme anxiety, fear, worry, panic, depression, sadness, overthinking, rumination, addiction, thrill-seeking behaviors, putting yourself in dangerous situations. Your concentration and your attention span is just garbage. Constantly on edge or overwhelmed. You're highly sensitive, especially to other people's emotions, your own emotions, and other sensory stimuli. You experience a lot of fatigue during the day and you have a lot of trouble sleeping at night. You have extreme cravings where you just overeat, or you have extreme appetite changes where you don't eat at all. Your hormones and your immune system are all out of whack. You're constantly getting sick. You're constantly experiencing chronic fatigue. As you might be experiencing skin issues or gut issues, temper tantrums, overreactivity, yelling at people, rage, being vindictive, being petty, starting arguments, completely shutting down, running away, or getting into people-pleasing behaviors. I mean, really, it almost seems like every single time that we go, what's wrong with me? I just don't know why I was having such a good day and now I'm not feeling good. I almost guarantee you it's because your nervous system is dysregulated and you just need to get that back into balance so you get out of fight or flight. Now,
so there are three things that we need to accept about other people. My name is Mark Manson, 3-time #1 New York Times bestselling author, and for 20 years, I've been giving people practical psychological tips to improve their lives. So once you accept these three things, your life actually gets a whole lot easier. The first one is that if they wanted to, they would. People spend so much time obsessing, worrying, analyzing every single little text or signal like it's a fucking hieroglyphic. Should you wait 2 days to respond? What do they mean by this word? Why'd they say hi instead of hello? Like, who fucking cares? Either they're putting in the effort or they're not. It's that simple. Number two, you cannot change people. You can influence people, you can support people, you can inspire people, but you cannot make somebody change. Where I grew up, we had an old saying, which was that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That's true with people too. And number three, you are responsible for your own happiness. Not your partner, not your parents, not your therapist, not your best friend, just fucking you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's gonna fix your life for you. Nobody's gonna make all of your trauma and pain go away for you. At some point, you have to be the one to deal with it and move on.
Okay, brace yourself because this is gonna mess with your head a little bit and it's gonna be uncomfortable to hear. But there's a book that I just read called 4,000 Weeks and it's depressing, yet it somehow made me the happiest that I've been in years. 4,000 weeks is roughly the average human lifespan. It's hard to unhear that. But the premise is that you're gonna die any minute now. And here's the part that changes everything. We spend so much of our lives avoiding commitment, especially this generation, keeping our options open, never fully choosing the relationship, the career, the city, the life, because choosing one thing means closing the door on everything else, and that terrifies so many of us. But the research says the opposite of what you'd expect. People who burn the bridges, who move in together, who have the baby, who get married, who build the business, who go all in on one thing, are consistently happier than the people who kept every door open. 4,000 weeks. You don't have time to keep every option alive. Pick the person, pick the thing. Go all in. That's where the happiness is hiding.
The strongest trigger to a dysregulated nervous system is uncertainty. And, when it comes to the brain and how it functions, as well as the nervous system, what it craves more than anything is predictability, because predictability on a nervous system level typically equates to safety. Whenever there's heavy intolerance to uncertainty on a psychological level, it actually increases and induces anxiety. And the best piece of advice when it comes to uncertainty and having yourself learn to regulate around uncertainty is allow yourself to experience uncertainty in moments where it doesn't feel catastrophic. Here's another thing. When you are not able to tolerate uncertainty, what ends up happening is your nervous system and your brain are always trying to find some type of conclusion to anything that you're dealing with. And when something feels uncertain, your brain starts to scan. And what ends up happening is that it drops you more into your hypervigilance. So not only does a dysregulated nervous system that can't tolerate uncertainty causes more anxiety, it actually increases hypervigilance. But when it comes to nervous system regulation, your nervous system and your brain has to become accustomed to flexibility. And what does that mean? It means allowing your body to jump into a state of, activation, but then be able to regulate yourself out of that. So what does that mean? Whenever you're feeling uncertainty in moments, especially when it's not a big deal, try to self-soothe yourself. Try to remind yourself that nothing is actually happening, because each time you do that, you're teaching your nervous system to shift from its sympathetic state back into its parasympathetic state, and that ultimately increases your HRV, and your HRV is 100% correlated how well you are able to bounce back from stressful situations. So exposing yourself to little microscopic moments of uncertainty is actually doing something powerful. Because when a person is experiencing uncertainty, the first thing that happens is there's a fear-based response that takes place because of that uncertainty. And when you allow yourself to sit in that uncertainty and the feared outcome doesn't actually take place, your brain then updates the safety model between the brain and the nervous system. The true testament of a regulated nervous system is not somebody who avoids uncertainty, it's somebody who allows uncertainty and welcomes it without spiraling.
When I am faced with uncertainty, I use the phrase, "It is not impossible," because nothing is impossible. It can be daunting, it can be overwhelming, it can be hard, but it's not impossible. Finding a new apartment is overwhelming. I may, worst case scenario, end up in a hotel for a couple of weeks. But finding a new apartment is not impossible. Getting that new job, getting a new job is not impossible. There are boundless opportunities. We just have to put in the hard work. It is not impossible for a situation to find resolution. So when faced with uncertainty, use the phrase, "It is not impossible for," and fill in the blank of what you are uncertain about. I hope that helps.
This is what I do every single morning as a neuroscientist to basically be the best person I can be. The first thing to know is that when we are waking up in the morning, our brainwaves are transitioning from delta, theta, alpha, and then into beta when we are more awake and alert. And this is important because if you check your phone first thing in the morning, you're causing your brain to go straight into high beta waves, and you are priming yourself to have more stress throughout the rest of your day. Checking social media first thing in the morning also spikes dopamine and lowers your baseline dopamine levels to make you continue to crave checking social media throughout the rest of your day. So I don't go on my phone, but I will play affirmations first thing in the morning. And I do this because evidence suggests that when we have increased theta and alpha brainwave activity, we have increased neuroplasticity, meaning that we have an increased ability to learn and remember things and reprogram our subconscious mind. And theta and alpha are high right when we're waking up. Step 2 of my morning routine is movement. Morning exercise is key, especially if you have ADHD like me. Exercise increases dopamine, norepinephrine, and endocannabinoids, so you get energy, focus, motivation, and a mood boost for the rest of your day. Exercise also just boosts blood flow and oxygen to the brain, so it's the best way to wake up. And I also get sunlight in my eyes every morning to regulate my circadian rhythm. If it's gloomy outside, I'll do red light therapy. And the last step is meditation. Meditation has an extensive list of health benefits as well as improving focus and productivity. But aside from that, meditation gave me superpowers and it completely changed my life.
Things that you are doing that are making your nervous system more dysregulated without you even realizing it. And then you're constantly anxious, stressed, reactive, unhappy, your skin's breaking out, your hair's falling out, and you're not really understanding why. Number one, you are never spending time alone. And I don't mean physically alone where you're still on your phone or watching TV or reading a book. I mean spending time alone with just you and your thoughts. Number two, you are getting on social media and scrolling first thing in the morning. Number three, you watch true crime documentaries or you listen to crime podcasts. We can make an exception when my late boyfriend's podcast is released, but until then, stop listening to true crime podcasts. Number four, you have a sedentary lifestyle. Number five, you're eating a diet that has a lot of ultra processed foods in it. Number six, you have a negative inner narrative. I always say what you believe is what is going to be true. Number seven, you are holding on to anger instead of allowing forgiveness. Number eight, you are constantly reliving the past instead of moving forward. Number nine, you take on the responsibility of other people's actions and feelings. And number 10, you spend a lot of time rushing throughout your day.
Minimalist living is not just a trend, it's a powerful way to enhance your overall wellness. By reducing physical clutter, you also diminish mental clutter, leading to decreased stress levels. When your environment is organized and free of distractions, you can focus on what truly matters to you, your relationships, passions, and goals. Studies show that a minimalist lifestyle encourages mindfulness, prompting individuals to appreciate experiences over possessions. This shift in perspective can lead to greater satisfaction and happiness. Additionally, embracing minimalism can foster a healthier lifestyle by promoting essentialism, prioritizing quality over quantity in all aspects, from food to social interactions. You may find yourself gravitating toward healthier choices, such as cooking simple meals with fresh ingredients. Furthermore, minimalism can lead to financial freedom, reducing the stress of debt and unnecessary spending. By simplifying your life, you create space, not just in your home, but in your mind. This newfound clarity can enhance your focus and creativity, allowing you to pursue your passions with vigor. Embrace minimalist living and witness its profound impact on your wellness journey.
These are 3 things I do every day to help regulate my nervous system. First one is getting sunlight, preferably in the morning, but sometime throughout your day. Getting sunlight helps with energy levels, helps reset your circadian rhythm, and just overall helps you feel better. Second non-negotiable is moving my body. Even if it's just for a 20 or 30-minute walk, I move my body every single day because I know that helps me feel better and regulate my nervous system. And the third thing I do every day is meditate. Some people have resistance towards meditation, but you can start with just doing 3 minutes. That's how I started, and I built my way up to 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and now I try to do 30 minutes every day because I know the more I meditate, the better my life gets. I swear, when the world realizes the power of meditation, the entire planet is going to change. I have a list of other ways to regulate your nervous system in my profile if you're interested in learning more.
One of my favorite nervous system hacks is sitting on my balcony first thing in the morning with my cup of coffee and letting the sun hit my face like I'm a houseplant that desperately needs watering. The people walking to the coffee shop next door wave at me every morning. And honestly, I've reached the level of local wildlife. They're like, oh, look, the balcony lady.
Positivity is a choice. Gratitude is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Your emotions, they're a choice. They're your choice because it's your life. So you get to decide how you want to feel. You get to decide what you want to live in, what you want to bring to your life, how you want to feel on a daily basis. Wake up and choose a better life. Choose to feel better. Choose to do better. Because I'm going to tell you this. You are in charge of your life. So make choices, love.
Here's what a healthy nervous system actually looks like. A lot of us think that a healthy nervous system is a nervous system that's in the calm state all day long, but actually it's not. The only way you can be calm all day long is if you're dead. And as long as you're a human, you are going to experience stress. So what does a healthy nervous system look like? It looks like a nervous system that can bounce between stress to calm multiple times throughout the day. A healthy nervous system is one that is flexible, is one that can get into that stress state and then bounce back to that calm state. An unhealthy nervous system is one that doesn't have that capacity. It gets into the stress state and oftentimes stays in that stress state all day long. So what do you want to focus on? You want to focus on that flexibility, on bouncing back from those stressors, because that is what is going to make your nervous system strong.
My nervous system does not gently transition from calm to stress and back again. No, mine likes to keep things interesting. 1 minute, I'm completely relaxed. And the next, my body is like, we have identified a threat. And I'm like, what threat? And my nervous system is like, honestly, we don't know, but we're very concerned. Then 10 minutes later, I'm completely fine again. It's basically an all-day amusement park ride that I did not purchase a ticket for.
Here are 4 powerful frequencies you need to listen to. Frequencies are sound waves hidden inside music that can actually affect the way you feel. Most music is designed to make you feel worse, essentially messing with your entire frequency. To protect your energy, check out these 4. 852 hertz helps increase your intuition and clear spiritual blockages. 714 hertz is excellent for pain relief and deep relaxation. 528 hertz is known as the healing frequency to restore your mind and soul. And 111 hertz is a divine frequency that promotes better sleep and amazing dreams. There are many more powerful, hard-to-find frequencies to explore for your own well-being.
Your nervous system doesn't calm down by thinking about calming down. You don't create safety by thinking about safety. You create safety by teaching your nervous system a new emotional state of safety. So here are 4 practices you can do every single day to regulate your nervous system, to create safety so you can receive in less than 2 minutes. First practice is called havening or safe haven touch. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold on to opposite arms and gently stroke your arms down from shoulders to elbows, to forearms, to palms, as if you're smoothing energy downwards. This rhythmic touch lowers your cortisol, your stress hormone, and sends a signal, you're safe now. The second practice, face cradle or being held. And what you're gonna do is cup your jaw and cheeks gently with your hands, like you're holding your own face with love. This mimics nurturing touch. The brain interprets this as safety and belonging. The third practice is heart and belly circles. You're gonna place your left hand over your heart, your right hand on your low belly, and just make little circles, like this. You want these to be slow, circular motions. This connects emotional safety and personal power, regulates your vagus nerve in seconds. So cozy. The fourth practice is called rocking or releasing freeze. So you're gently gonna sway your torso from side to side, just like this. Freeze happens when the nervous system shuts down movement to protect you. So rocking reintroduces gentle rhythm, signaling to your nervous system that it's safe to come back online. These 4 simple practices will teach your nervous system a new emotional state. Once you enter the state of safety, your subconscious will take the signal that you're safe to receive. It will then radiate the beliefs that will draw to you everything you desire. Make sure you save this reel and do it every single day and come back and thank me later.
This is my favorite hack for calming my nervous system within seconds. When I tell you it works immediately, you will feel like something just rushed through your body. It will help so much. I do it multiple times a day. Anytime I'm feeling overwhelmed or like my heart's racing really fast or feeling stressed out, I do this and it works instantly. So put your phone down and do it with me. Take your hands, it's kind of weird, just go with me. Pull down on your ears for 5 seconds and breathe in like a hard pull, like you're gonna pull your ear off. Then pull them to the side and kind of backwards. Deep breath, 5 seconds. Then pull them up on like the lobes. Squeeze, pinch the lobes like with all your might. And then I do circles. Do that while breathing. You will feel like something just flushed out of your body. Try the hack, you guys. Report back. Tell me if it works. I promise you it will.
If you're going through a period in your life that's very challenging, the only thing you need to do right now is keep going. Keep going and trust that things are about to come together in a shocking way. A shocking way. I bet you're waiting. I bet you're waiting to feel happier. You're waiting to feel motivated. You're waiting for the storm to pass before you can step outside of it. You're waiting for the sadness to lift before you make the plans that would actually make you feel a little better. And I'm telling you, that's not how life works. You don't wait for healing and then live your life. You force yourself to live, and that's how you heal. See, there's this trap that you and I fall into where we say, okay, once I feel better, then I'll do it. No. Do it while you don't feel good. Do it sad. Do it anxious. Do it uncertain. Because it's the experience of doing it that makes you feel better. I'm going to do this because I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting for the day that's not coming. And that's the irony. The day that you're waiting for starts today when you take action. If you have been waiting to feel better to start living your life, you will be waiting forever. Go live your life starting today.
And that brings us to the end of our little journey. Hopefully somewhere in these few videos, you found something that made you think, oh, that actually makes sense. Or maybe even something you can take with you in your everyday life. I know I'm still very much a work in progress. Some days I'm sitting peacefully in the sunshine, drinking my coffee, waving at the coffee shop regulars like the world's most regulated woman. And other days, my nervous system is apparently running a full-scale emergency management operation because I received an urgent email. So if you're also somewhere in that progress, welcome to the club. If you've enjoyed this video or found something helpful, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which topic you want me to dive into next. And remember, regulation isn't about never getting stressed. It's about learning how to come back. Now go drink some water, get some sunlight, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, and please don't let any asshole ruin your day.